6 a.m. I just got done showering for the Black Beauty Roster Beauty Creator Summit. Cause she's a beauty creator. And I'm about to moisturize my body, put on my scents, the start of my scents. I'll tell y'all what I'm using later. I need to start getting dressed, charge up my camera and everything. And I want to leave here by 4:15 a.m. So I gotta get to work, okay? And I want my makeup to be tea, like I need to take my time today. I'm about to charge up my camera and charge up my lights and stuff and get my behind out this door. Bye. Talk to y'all in a second. It's giving. Y'all can't really see it good, but I gotta show y'all in the airport. Yes. Tell them what? Don't play with me. Wait. You know what? I didn't button something right. Well, I'm sitting here talking about don't play with me. I ain't even had a dress button all the way up. Come on. I need to call this Uber for my ass. No beauty creators. Let's get his makeup is tea. I'm just a little sweaty, but I feel like I want a necklace on. Alright, headed to the airport now. I'll be on time. I was pushing it. I just went ahead and brought an extra bag, flat irons, everything. Just guys ain't looking on. Alright, TSA ain't looking too bad. Not too bad. Made it to the airport. Let's get through TSA. I took them heels off, baby, because they already too big. We ain't trying to fall or break them. Alright, so we made it through TSA. Now I gotta go to C. I don't normally fly Delta like that. Normally in American gates, but it's time to get there. We look good, baby. We look good. And thank God I took them heels off. Who got time for that? Why did you want to get to that gate? I'm so excited now. I don't feel nervous at all. I need to do my post for today. Pages still going crazy about the CNBC article. Remember, CNBC feature. Alright, made it to the gate. Trying to make sure this hair is still in place. I'm a little sweaty. I can always fix it later. I'll fix it.
Somebody's watching me. It's my anxiety.
Crazy. I got these big ass holes in my stockings now. So I might be trying to go and find some of them. I don't want to be taking pictures like that. I just need to calm down, relax my nerves. I need to use the bathroom too and get myself together. I hope I can find some more stockings. Like, how bad does it look if your stockings are real? At least I'm pretty. Alright guys, let me get myself together. Stockings have ripped. I wonder if I have time to go look for more stockings. And I had bought 3 pairs. I don't know why I didn't bring them. So dumb of me. Tip that right behind the ear. Now LA, why I got to take a shuttle just to go to the ride app pickup? Like, that's crazy. Can I get on? Hello. Uber. Yeah. Alright, on the shuttle now to the Uber area. Maybe I can go, maybe it's a store nearby that I can find some stockings or something. I'm definitely probably going to eat. Have a little something on my stomach because the reception is after, and I don't know if they'll have food for us. So yeah, I don't know if they have food for us like right away because I did pay for it. VIP. Trying to find me something to eat and a little cocktail. I'm on Wilshire Boulevard, right? I got dropped off to the venue and I'm like, let me look at my maps and see what's closed. Y'all know me. Always ready to explore by myself. Never been a scary girl. Never been. Alright. Alright, so I guess I found a hotel nearby. And well, it has a restaurant here. But yeah, and I walk around in my starter sweats. Because we're gonna walk these streets in the hills. Not the ones I got on. Alright, so I am just having a strawberry matcha latte. I should have tried that other one. Princessaria matcha latte. That looks delicious. And then I got a burrito. I don't know how to eat that burrito. It's so I carried a burrito with me. I should have got something way lighter. So I got my drink. Cutesy, very much. See how this burrito tastes. And this is from Alfred Coffee. This thing good. It better be good for all that goddamn money. Shit. This might be one of the best ones I ever had.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 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 Yeah. 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 Look, me versus you and you know they picking. Cheap and expensive, you knowing the difference. You know that it's hitting, you know what it's giving. Hair, nails, photo, bear. I can survive in the coldest conditions. Hoes very low, they tone when they spitting. Bitches is washed, soap in the dishes. I apply pressure like boa constrictors. One bitch, two bitch, old bitch, new bitch. None of y'all bitches not gon' do shit.
Okay.
So here the difference between, not trying to do a big comparison, but the difference between the regular castor oil and the Haitian castor oil is that it's not too thick. A lot of people like having trouble with growing their hair because like the thickness of like the oils can cause up their follicles, and we don't want that. And then like you know you're constantly applying it every day or every other day, and you're not seeing too much of a new growth. It's like it's just overlapping.
Okay.
So we don't do different testers.
Okay.
Island breeze smells. Some island breeze smells, girl.
Alright, I'm gonna put this here.
Absolutely.
Alright, let's test it out.
Yes, it is. So right here, this is an original black Haitian black castor oil. Again, not too thick. So I'll show you. See how like just so smooth like butter. I can put it on you.
I get a little dab.
I got you, and just smell it. Smell how good it is.
It does smell good.
Or you're gonna see new growth in 2 weeks or less. I promise you.
So they always have break.
But seriously, and it's like very island, beautiful island smell. And again,
smells real fresh.
and this is the original one.
Okay.
And again, it's not too thick. It's just like just smooth, real smooth for you.
Real stuff, honey.
And
Actually, wait, no, that's the opposite. I'm sorry.
This-
Let me do
is that the original?
Yeah. So the original is the thickest stuff.
Oh, it looked very. They don't
No,
look thick
no.
though.
The
That's the
original,
thing.
the smell is like the worst. People don't necessarily always like the smell of castor oil. And
Yeah.
they take this. And so this is the original castor oil. We work with Haitian farmers, like straight from Haiti. Now, these ones here, that's the rosemary lit. Because like she was saying, for example,
I'm like, what in the fuck? If you scared, then just say that hoe enough is enough. They was just in my DMs, ain't no trust in these sluts. I'm about to call up diamond, bitch. Not if you buck.
3, 2, 1.
Brown sugar, babe. How is it?
Oh my goodness, I go by Monica Stalmuse. Some of you know me as Monica Bellows, and I'm your MC for today. First of all, they really gave me a mic. Like, you know what it's like to give me a mic? I am so excited. The day that we have lined up for today is gonna be so amazing. Did y'all see the lineup? We got Danessa Myricks. We got, you know what? I'm not even gonna get too much because y'all really just gotta stick around and see for yourselves. But y'all, I wanna see y'all tagging Black Beauty roster. I wanna see the TikToks. Y'all all look so good. I wanna see the looks. I wanna see the collaboration because today, it's about community, okay? With that being said, I'm gonna send this over to the visionary, the legendary Maud Oprah Hunter from Black Beauty Roster.
How's everyone doing? How's everyone feeling at the BBR Creator Summit, powered by Brown Sugar Babe? And while, yes, this is about ensuring that we are learning, ensuring that we're networking, at the core of all of this is community. It's recognizing that everyone in this audience has their own unique story and their own unique purpose. But when we gather, when we come together, there's no denying our possibility. And what we want is for this summit to serve as a reminder of what we are capable of, the stars we can reach, and believing in not only ourselves, but everybody in this room, and our collective power and vision to really make a difference. So when we talk about really leaning into our collective power, one of the big things for us is about our partnerships. And we could not be here today without our partners. This was truly a testament of love. To be able to be here with you all, and to be able to bring this opportunity together. Take a moment and get your flowers.
Yeah.
Can we give a round of applause?
Okay, all right. This is such a beautiful, beautiful room. Oh my God, I want you guys to give yourselves a really loud and boisterous round. I am not going to be before you long. I am not a big person of words, but the one thing that I want to say is thank you to the team at Black Beauty Roster for allowing us to partner. Brown Sugar Babe, the reason that Brown Sugar Babe is where we are today is we are direct beneficiaries of everyone in this room, partners like you, how you show up for Brown Sugar Babe. So I want to say thank you to all of you. But most importantly, I know there's been a lot of conversation lately about you guys are the reasons that a lot of businesses clock what we clock. And a lot of people in the industry know that. So for people to question your value, it's ludicrous. But I want to say thank you to BBR for having me. Thank you to all of you. Thank you to my team back there. But yeah, thank you so much for having us. That's really all I have. I'll throw it back to you.
My man.
Okay, thank you. Come on. Okay, anyways, how are you all feeling? Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Makeda. That was absolutely inspirational. And sometimes it's important to reflect and look back at ourselves because we really are it, okay? And we should never forget it. Okay, now I really want to set the tone for today on that note and prioritize our mental health. I think sometimes we're so go. I don't know if y'all been seeing my stuff. I've just been giving you a little insight on how it is to be a mother with a supportive man, but we still have a child, right? Yes. But mental health is so important, and I would like to invite to the stage Ace to lead us with the meditation powered.
Turn off your mic, girl.
Thank you.
Hi guys, how are you? My name is Janino Yarzo. I'm a content creator and TV host, and I have a podcast called Similarly Different. It's basically, in short, a human conversation, which is what we're going to be having here today, but about things that a lot of people don't like to talk about, that we need to know to elevate. So I have with me,
I guess I'll start it off. Hi everybody, I'm Justine. I think that diversification kind of came pretty naturally to me. I realized that at some point you can't rely on brands alone, especially with this ever-changing landscape of algorithms and engagement and trends and things like that. But also, number two, that there is actually a vast array of opportunities out there for you to build your brand beyond just social media. So it happened really organically and tapping into, like she was saying, affiliate marketing, event marketing, digital products, capsule collections, clothing brands is really something that can build your audience beyond just posting, but also create multiple touch points of income for yourself.
For me, when I started content, I didn't really know that I wanted to do this as a job. So I feel like as I learned and started having my videos that went viral and things like that, I was like, okay, like there's a brand that's reaching out. And then after a few brands reached out, I got management. And so I kind of learned as I went along in the industry. And then I also realized as things like, okay, people are asking for links, so I should be linking. People are asking, about different things that I'm doing. And then before this, I had a business. And so I always kind of wanted to get back to my business. And so as I have grown my platforms, I have just essentially been taking inventory of this is how you basically build your brand out further beyond just making videos and viral videos. It's really trying to build a strong personal brand.
I agree. I mean, before even diversifying anything, just from the very beginning, I was doing it fully for fun, and it happened very organically. I didn't know anything about makeup before I started working at a makeup brand, so that was very new, and I kind of fell in love with it again. And I think the natural desire to create made it very easy to stay consistent, which then I think naturally puts you on the radars of pretty much any brand you can think of in a way that I think is really only possible with social media nowadays. You don't really need anybody to push you forward if you have the consistency. And then naturally from there, partnerships and deals and all the fun little things that happen behind the scenes, but also working behind the scenes was also really great behind the curtain kind of insight before I started doing it full time. It was very nice, but yeah.
I think that a lot of us can agree that exposure doesn't really get us that far like it used to back in the day. So for you guys, what
Time flies, doesn't it? Now, her thoughtful takes on culture and creativity have made her a trusted voice in conversations about ethics and artistry. Now, Bree, tell us a bit about how your work intersects with AI and what's been on your mind lately in about 30 seconds.
Absolutely. Hi, everybody. First of all, everyone looks beautiful. So my work intersects with AI. It actually started when I was much younger. I was one of the youngest coders for the US government at age 16. And so now in the conversation with AI, a lot of times people speak about it as though it's new. I was working with AI when it was about 2010. So we were using it to help with natural disasters. It's been around for a very long time. So I'm here to kind of get into the nitty gritty about what has changed and what's to come.
You guys, just give one more round of applause for my over. Yes. All right, so next is Justine, the creative force behind Justine's camera roll. She's built a community around authenticity, storytelling, and behind-the-scenes creator tips. Now, she's also been experimenting with AI tools to streamline her process and spark ideas. So, Justine, share a little bit about what drew you to explore AI in this creative journey in 30 seconds.
Hi, everyone. It's so nice to see you all. I'm so excited to be here. So, I think where I intersect with AI is I'm actually an IT and communications major, computer science minor. So, I love tech. Oh my God, So with my background, I've always really enjoyed tech. Even when I was in college, I was creating vlogs that I would just keep on my laptop of my college experience. And I've always been one to adapt new tools. And Bree, I know that I wasn't using it to do all what you were doing, but I was using it to just kind of be creative, and that's how I continue to use it. I think as a creator, I just try to be transparent about the tools that I'm using, because if it's helping me, I'm sure it can help someone else.
Absolutely. One more round of applause, my friend.
Just that you see. So it depends who you ask, right? If you're gonna ask somebody whose intellectual property is being stolen from them, they're gonna say it's negative. But if you look at a small business owner who cannot afford, somebody to make an incredible video for them and they're using it, it's okay, that is a positive. And I think like most things, it's nuanced.
For sure. Okay, so for me, what I'm hearing, at least from this, is
his experiences. I don't know anything about Sahara's experience. I'm not sure about Darnie's experience. I'm not sure about anybody on the stage's experience in terms of personally until they share it with me. And so that's how I saw it for myself in terms of what was of value to share with people. Was for the people that look like me, for the chocolate girls that look like me, for the Nigerian girls that look like me, the girls that are the first daughters that look like me. I want to be able to share my story because somebody's going to look at that and say, I see that representation myself as being the first daughter, as being a Nigerian girl, as being a girl that's going after her master's, So doing all of those things and sharing them as they're happening tells me that somebody's going to watch this and think, you know what, I can do that too. Or maybe it's time to share my story too, because she left out this detail. So, yeah. Chantel?
Yeah, I think I'm inspired by both of them, honestly, all three of you guys. Because I think that's beautiful that you're able to push past, and I think even in my creator journey, just because of life.
Turned beauty creator. So I use my prior knowledge to share tips and tricks to everyone, lip combos, full coverage makeup. She's amazing, by the way. Thank you. And we're here to celebrate Miss Danessa. So I'm gonna, so sorry.
We love you, Danessa.
We love you, Bree. Don't be nervous. She has products like the Blurring Balm. Over there. She has the Lightwork Freedom Palette, Water Powder Serum, and a new Liquid Blurring Balm Setting Spray. You have won over 100 innovation awards in the last 5 years alone. Congratulations on that. And you have made sure that your brand is very inclusive, which that is what the industry needs. Inclusivity, and there's a little bit of everything for everyone. So we're here today because Danessa teamed up with Justine. You have launched in CVS a one-of-a-kind collaboration. So the custom line is skin prep kits that experience skincare-based science that pairs makeup with skincare, and you make sure that you're set before you apply makeup, which is great. So the exclusive kits are available at cvs.com, making skin prep more accessible for everyone. So let's get right into it. All right, I got the nerves worked out. So Ms. Danessa, yes, this is such a unique partnership. How did it come about?
It's so interesting. I told you guys this a lot before, but I'm actually a very shy and introverted person. And so last year I said to myself that I really wanted to be different and be intentional about moving my career forward and just, why am I here on this planet? What am I here to do? And just to stop being so afraid and to get out there. And so I just started, I said I'm gonna go to as many events as possible and to make myself available for conversation. So I was at an event, it was an industry event, and the industry events are the ones that are the hardest for me, because I don't know if you guys have ever felt this way before, but you feel like you're the only person that doesn't belong in that room. So I've had that feeling oftentimes at these events, and this time I was just like, no, I'm just gonna walk into this room like I deserve to be here. And so waiting to get into the session, a sister was standing next to me and she introduced herself, and we just got to talking, and I was like, Danessa, be open, it's okay. And she knew who I was, and she knew about the brand, and she happened to work for CVS. And she was like, we've been trying to get your brand in CVS. I'm like, ma'am, that can't happen. I was not the only Black person there. I saw many different age groups represented there. I saw myself over and over again. So I believe that their intentions were similar to mine. They cared for the same people that I do. Our values were the same. And also just for who I am as an artist and how I create, there was definite alignment there. So I think that's really important. That it should be a genuine alignment. It should be real, and it should be authentic. And it should represent who you are.
Thank you for that. And thank you for also saying that everything should align, because as you're working with brands, as creators working with brands, you want to make sure that you're aligning yourself with things that bring you value and things that align with yourself. Yeah. So what do you, what impact do you hope that this partnership will have on the community?
It's really interesting. So I told you that I started in CVS building my kit. I don't know if you can understand what that feels like to walk into a CVS and your face is on a stand with your story and your legacy and your history printed up in front of us. It was overwhelming. And when it first came out, I brought my daughter and I brought my mom to the store, and it was important for what that meant to both of them to see me there. Beyond all the messages that I got about how this kit is amazing and I love these things and I've integrated it into my routine and it really works, and it felt really good that I was able to make this skin prep that's so important for everybody's routine, to make it important to them.
How's everybody feeling? Well, you look good. Thank you. I'm trying to get that business casual on. Boss. So just like Monica said, your voice and passion, building a brand that lasts. Now, in a world where trends move fast, this word I personally think is overused, authenticity, but it is ultimate currency, right? And this conversation today, we're gonna bring together visionary, as you see, creators that have built lasting brands and that are all leading with purpose, very important, passion, and a clear point of view. That appeal. They've also turned their influence
into businesses and become founders of their own, which is not an easy feat. Anybody an entrepreneur up in here, you know how that goes. And they've also discovered how they've cultivated loyal communities, they've navigated the business of influence, and they've stayed true to their digital landscape. So before I even get into it, I feel like if you agree, please clap along with me. Your BFFs in your head, right? Don't feel like we know these beautiful powerhouses. You guys are really, truly beauty powerhouses, and it's incredible to be up here and sharing the stage with you. So we have limited time and a whole lot of questions, so we're gonna see how much we can get through. This is for each of you, or we can go over maybe. Or that, yeah, that's cool. Come on, y'all. Each of you have built a brand that reflects not only talent, but again, an authentic voice. What does authenticity mean to you today, and how has that evolved over the years?
I'll start first. For me, it's pretty simple. I feel like authenticity to me is staying true to myself and creating from a real place that actually serves my purpose. Before, I would say it just used to mean being honest on social media, but now it's like a little more deeper than that, because I have to make sure whatever that I put out aligns with what I see for myself and my why in life. So yeah.
For me, it's just authenticity is being passionate about what you do, and I think sometimes we see what other people are doing and other people are passionate, or like, I'm gonna do that too, and to me that's not being authentic. So I just think when you do what you love and stick with it, that's authenticity. I mean, I feel like we all have it, right? We're all pretty authentic. We're all
I hope so.
Yeah, you just have to stick to your gut, I guess. Yeah. I feel like also like, we all know what authenticity is, right?
Well, you kind of feel it. Something that is, it's unexplainable, but it's a thing that you know when someone has it, or a brand is speaking from that source, and then when they're not, or when someone doesn't. And it's kind of hard to pinpoint what that is, which is why I think it is such a topic of conversation and such a word that is overused. I want to be authentic, but what does that mean to you?
It's as simple as people are not drawn to perfection, they're drawn to truth. So I have to live in my truth, be 100% myself, and the reward is the community that comes because of that, because I know myself, and I'm gonna be my authentic self at all times.
Yeah, I think you guys do it all beautifully. Yeah, and in a way that feels like you can resonate with that. So you can clap. When did you guys realize you weren't just a creator, but a brand with a lasting message and a mission?
I think for me, when people started coming up to me in real life and telling me that my content, say, inspired them to get back in the gym and prioritize their mental health. My content inspired them to go back to therapy. I think when you realize that the things that you're creating aren't just photos and videos, but it's inspiration for people, I think that's when I realized, okay, this isn't just, you know, me and my selfies on the internet, it's a movement.
Yeah, just to kind of go off what you're saying, I feel the same way. When people start coming up to you and they're like, I followed your weight loss journey, or I followed your tutorial, you almost feel like, okay, this is bigger than just me recording myself, you know, I'm inspiring people. And that, I feel like, is when, okay, this is a brand.
I just felt so called to create this time, so I was like, oh my God, like, this is a little more than just content for me. Usually I would not go into research to try to figure out what materials or components will make, for example, my first product, a lip liner, smudge proof. Like, I was like, why am I researching this? It's definitely more than content, so I have to get into the branding side. So that's when I knew, you know what, I have to take this a step further, hop into the business side, and, you know, get into it. Yeah.
Also, I think it's important to note that every content creator is a business. Being a content creator is a business, and if you start thinking about it that way, I feel like you kind of move differently. So it's like when I show up places, I'm showing up as MakeupByShayla, the brand, and not always a person, and I think that's important too.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely an extension of your personality and what people see online, but absolutely that shift of knowing, yeah, where I go and where I'm showing up, that's definitely a business, and like how you move is gonna be different than if you're just, and we're at brunch. Exactly right. Kayla Nicole, so now I have individual questions for you guys. You transitioned from, I mean, you're a multi-hyphenate hustler, I would say, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. And you've transitioned from sports journalism to wellness, an entrepreneur in your own right with Tribe Therapy. How do you think that your background in storytelling influenced your coming of age?
But that was where I originally realized that I have a true passion for helping individuals tell their story. So sports reporting specifically, I was always just enamored by like an athlete's story and their journey and their passions. And then time happens and you know, you don't get that dream job at BET hosting 106 in Park.
And you have to pivot. Well, I know all about the pivot.
You have to pivot. But I was really fortunate to find that pivot in social media and becoming really the face of my own story and telling my own story and using my audience to not just tell my story to them, but to build community within my audience. And so, although I'm not doing conventional storytelling anymore, I find that in tribe therapy, I'm really just, in the same way that I like to humanize an athlete, say in a sports piece, I humanize the idea of having a fitness routine, the importance of having a wellness routine. I've humanized the way of beauty. I just kind of pivoted and found the story in me, I guess.
And humanizing therapy.
Yeah,
and how important that is, and showing up for yourself.
Absolutely.
Is it difficult, and I think this might be a personal question, but we're all wondering, is it difficult sometimes to navigate? I mean, you seem like you have the toolkit, you know, your personal toolkit, if you will, to navigate a lot of the things that get thrown your way. And do you feel sometimes that it's unfair that the media will highlight things that have nothing to do with your mission and your brand and your goal at hand?
Yeah, I was talking to my best friend the other day. We can be honest, y'all. I was talking to my best friend the other day. She called me a little bit upset. It was the day before my birthday, and she was just like, I don't know how you do this. Because people were flooding her comments and DMs with just hate mail. Mind you, this is before Halloween. So, but she basically, yeah, so shout out to Scorpios. She basically was like, I don't know how you do it. And I told her, just simply put, I have conversations with God constantly. And sometimes I do tell him I'm not your strongest soldier enough. I do understand that God's hand is on my life. The prayers of my mother and my grandmother are over my life, and so it is difficult, it is very hard, but there is absolutely nothing in this world that I cannot face because I have God on my side. So I take it day by day with as much grace as I possibly can. I can't control the narratives, I can't control the media, I can't control public perception, I can control me and how I navigate it, and I choose to navigate it with grace.
And you are doing a phenomenal job. Now, Marvella, I want to ask you because I feel like a lot of your brand is so rooted in community. And you've built a community that really spans cultures and continents. How has your Nigerian heritage shaped your creative voice and global brand identity?
Being Nigerian has taught me to be bold and confident. I would say, like, growing up, even my parents, they always made sure that I was able to express myself and all of that good stuff. And growing up around women, we're always put together. They taught me that beauty is not just about the appearance, because when it comes to how they carried themselves, they exuded like self-confidence, like self-respect, self-love, and then strength. And I was like, oh my God, like, I would love to embody this into Marviano. So that is how I move with Marviano now, from the richness of our tones to the widespread of branding that we do. Like, I still try to keep it very much true to me, true to my African heritage. Like, my accent is still there sometimes. I'm trying to hide it a little bit here for y'all today. I'm trying to give y'all a little, you know, a little blah, but like, I try to still incorporate that into everything that I do, because I won't be here without, you know, my little background, so. Yeah.
And this is another personal question. Can we settle the debate, the Jollof flag?
But I'm not here. Working it with y'all, okay? Listen, this is what I'm talking about. We out here. Hey. Hit it harder. Okay. You know what we have? I like straight up quick. Hey. Yeah. The girl in the back is very cute. I don't know this, but we're gonna keep. Oh, okay, wait. What?
In here and blackness and colors. You know my favorite saying when it's all black. Smell like mahogany and money in the
with a little amber and achievement. You know what I mean? You make us so excited to talk to you today. I'm so excited to see you. You just moisturize? I say the only bad side about being moisturized is your camera is always foggy. Like, get the camera down before this starts, y'all. Give it 2 seconds. All right, so we got a lot of time. Can we just talk about it? You once said this to Zendaya. How does it feel to know that none of these bitches are even close? And I just how you pick a lane and just dominate each one.
I don't know about dominate, but I do get to, you know, all of these things, believe it or not, are tied to like a source. So like it all stem from a television show that provided all these opportunities, and I'm very much like, this may not come around again, and these are things I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to have a coffee shop, regardless of what I could have been a lawyer and been like, I still want a coffee shop, and you know, I still want these things to happen. I love the hospitality industry. I love the space. I need hair products, like Insecure specifically was central to me being able to showcase even natural hair, and that was just how I wore my hair at the time. And it also forced me to take care of it in a new way. And so if I could have hair products to help me do that, then great. And radio, someone mentioned, is hey girl, thank you, was, you know, music was really important to me on Insecure, and, you know, even working with incredible.
Even if you love me, you jump like a hurdle. Girls that are wham in a circle. Even if you love me, you jump like a hurdle. Girls that are wham in a circle. Even if you love me, you jump like a hurdle. Even that motherfucker smile.
Hey girl, hey child, hey.
Take me through that. Take me through that. Take me through that. Take me through that. Take me through that.
Y'all know I'm going for round 2. Y'all know I like my liquor.
Get a whole right to spot. This bitch gotta go. She fucking with butt in them. They ain't even having a lie. She don't know what she doing. This bitch just giving it out. What the hell? Girls that are wham in a circle. Even if you love me, you jump like a hurdle. Girls that are wham in a circle. Even if you love me, you jump like a hurdle. Girls that are wham in a circle.
Time to go to the airport. It is over. I'm about to get my bag, VIP bag. I'm gonna show y'all once I get back to the bay. I'll show you what I got in my bag. So many bags. Shoot. Sorry.
Need help?
All right, so we're headed back to the airport. Why is it so close? Back up. All right, there we have it. I'm gonna leave it out in that bag, but we're heading back to the airport. What was I about to say? It was a lovely event. I realized that this morning they took me through the back door when I did not go through the proper way. I was supposed to go through a different way, so I missed a photo op opportunity because they had a really cute sign, but you will see that in the vlog. I'll make sure I put a picture of that in there. But this was an amazing event and so many good tips from different creators, and just knowing that I'm gonna keep going higher. And I met a doctor. She works for like a news station in Minneapolis, and I was telling her, you know, about myself and what I'm doing, and she was like, you're saying that you were featured in CNBC, like that's small. She's like, that's big. You should be saying that really loud. And she's right. I'm just extremely humble type of person. And now I'm headed to fly back to the Bay. I work tomorrow, but I have 2 Zoom calls in the morning. Some more people want to book Zoom calls with all the stuff going on. There's more news stations now want to do interviews about what I do, but we're gonna make it do what it do. I even had brought my flat iron. I was being so responsible, but the only thing I did not bring is extra stockings. But the front of my stockings still look good, so I had no issue. But all right, that's it. I'll talk to y'all once I get to my studio, and I'll go over everything that I got. Thankfully, before going through TSA, I realized there was things in my gift bag from VIP with the Black Beauty roster that they gave me some things that were like 8 ounces. So I'm gonna pay to check my bag, unless somebody want to be real nice. Let me see. Let me be real cute, flirt, something, get something for real. They checked the bag for free. I thought I was gonna have to pay for that, but I had to throw my stuff away. He checked that little bag for free. He was like, yeah, because you can only have 2 bags anyway, so you wouldn't have been able to have that 3rd bag. T, she looks T, or it might be just God favor, period. There's no line at TSA, and you know tomorrow is the FAA shutdowns. No line. Y'all remember that place I went earlier for coffee where they have that here in the airport? Somebody give me a matcha because I got work to do. I need to bulk my content. I said I'm posting 3 times in November, so I'm going back to Alfred I might get the same thing that I had earlier, but maybe get a bigger one, less ice. Are you guys? Look at that beautiful drink. Look at that, look at that. So I made it to San Francisco. I'm tired of shit. And then I'm so fucking cold. I keep shivering. I still need to do job search for my mentees. Quite a few of them have interviews and offers that are texting me. The ones who be on it, they got them offers, baby. I had to check my bag. I never check bags, but I had to check this one because of the stuff that I was telling y'all about. I can't wait to show y'all what I got. I forgot I still gotta do that tonight. We gonna clock in. Great, this takes time. You gotta dedicate yourself. Shit. All right, where's my bag? I just got done booking content, but I told y'all that I was gonna show y'all what all I had. And it's 11:54 p.m. I'm tired, and I did a whole reel. I don't know if I'm gonna put the reel on here, but you know what? I'm just go over it with y'all really quick, everything that I got. So here's everything laid out right here. So here we have D Hair. She sells bundles, and she actually, all I had to do was be able to say her name right, the hair miss name, and I won that for free. Black Beauty Roster gave me this bag, and then on the back it says, in my creator era, which I am, period. Brown Sugar Babe. They had these cute bags. She gave us these bags here. Ain't that cute? And then I got the Just Peachy sample, and then they also gave us some of the full size. They gave me the full size in Cloud 9. I've had that one before. It smells good. Oh my god, I got so much stuff. LYS gave this journal. Christine Marie, baby. Kristen Marie. I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but she let us choose one necklace that with our zodiac sign, and then they also had another one in the VIP bag. So I got 2 necklaces from her. I also have some spray from Cantu, got Neutrogena products, got Amika products, we got some Yummy Skin Blur and Balm powders. I got some the Dough mousse. I got some One Size powder. I got some Butter Tinted Mineral sunscreen. Y'all see that Ulta Beauty set? Period. I love me some makeup brushes. I got this set from Ghost Bond. That's the set from Ghost Bond. That was a PR kit they gave us. Sienna Naturals, which is Issa Rae's natural hair care line. I have some Tarte right there. They were also at the event saying how they even let creators that have less than 5,000 followers even come on their brand trips. They like to see community. So y'all really do good with community if you're a creator looking to do these things. What else did I not? Cantu styling gel. We got some LYS treatment oil. I'm so ready to use some of this stuff. D Hair actually put a little small sample of her hair mist in there too. I got like little samples of Danessa blush, these flamingo razors. Y'all, it's just so much stuff. I don't even know if I can go over it all. Sienna Naturals gave me some styling gel. And you know, that's about wrapping it up, you know? That about wraps it up. Hero, some dark spot correct, and I think that's everything. I got like some Neutrogena lip oil. Y'all can look here and see for y'allself now. This gel cleanser, baby, I'm loaded. I don't think I have to buy anything for a while, like nothing, because of all the stuff I just got. Thank you so much to the founders of the Black Beauty Roster. It was so nice meeting so many people and knowing that this is for me. Like, not want to be stuck in a niche of just nursing. That would not be me. I would not just be stuck in nursing. And I'm had to put some respect on our name a little bit more for, you know, nursing influencers. We're not just funny skits. We're not just nursing knowledge. We can do it all. We have the lifestyle, baby. We have the lifestyle. But all right, y'all. It's time for me to get together for the beginning. I'm tired. Bye. Until the next vlog. And remember,